fair.
That's my thing. I'd rather watch Nosferatu like this weekend. I'd rather watch fucking Gladiator 2. I just like Sonic
see Baby Girl.
It's the one
It's hot.
I have been doing a thing recently. Growing up in college, and in college, everyone was like, I want to bang a MILF. And I, for the life of me, couldn't understand it. Because I was like, hey, you got your whole life to fuck older women. Like, if you get with a woman, that's going to be an older woman one day. And then you're banging a MILF then. But now, I love Dorothy. But I've been looking around, and I was at the airport the other day, and I saw an attractive older lady, and I was like, that's a MILF. Yeah. You know, I think with age, I've started to appreciate older women.
I see.
So Baby Girl.
You might like it. It's not even hot in that regard. I didn't have any like MILF fantasies fulfilled. It's just like it's just all about like dumb shit. And I was like, there was some stuff where I was like, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you're gonna order Sarah fucking milk at the next bar you go to.
There's like some tips. I was like, interesting. It's funny because I went with like 7 people. All the guys really into it. All the women said it was lame. And I will say, it's like a fully clothed sex movie.
It kind of feels like the male fantasy, doesn't it? It's like, oh, look at this powerful woman that you get to dominate as a lesser man.
But it's weird because it's like written and directed by like a woman, and like
women can't have fantasies about being dominated.
Well, I know, but I was like, oh man, like I feel like I was really into it. And I was like, I feel like all these girls are gonna love it, and they were like, this was some tame ass, lame ass shit, and I was like, all right, damn, ladies,
see the base of the PP, man.
Oh, I guess they do.
Women want to see that fucking V section.
It's just like foreplay the movie. The sex isn't really the point. It's more like the lifestyle and the intensity.
Women be into that.
I don't know.
It's fucking right up their alley, dog.
It was intense.
It's me.
And I know women.
And I have a very a grasp of them at least when I get a hold of them, you know?
When you catch up.
I catch up. So we have a lot to talk about this week. Like we said, we are, Jesus fucking Christ, I just scrolled through my notes.
We have too much, so let's get it moving.
I think we just got to do them quickly, right?
Okay.
So we're...
Dragon Ball?
In the upcoming season, let's establish what we're going to be watching. Soul Leveling.
Yeah. You're going to watch Apothecary.
I'm going to watch Apothecary. We're going to watch, Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
And
we'll continue Beastars.
We will continue Beastars in the upcoming season. There is also, and I want to show you this, because I think it's going to be very good, and I would like for us to watch like the first episode or two. It's probably going to bore you because there's no fighting. You're not caught up with Dr. Stone. Nope.
I like Orb.
You like...
I don't need fighting.
There was fighting in Orb.
Eventually. I liked it before that.
There was fighting in 2 episodes into Orb.
No, like 4 episodes.
They were cutting down heretics left, right, and center.
Wow.
The fucking third cast of main characters were dudes who got hired to kill other people.
What are you trying to pitch me? That has no fighting.
There's a new season of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
I literally just asked you a question, and you literally just ignored me.
There is this show. Mappa is only releasing 1 anime this season. Can you guess what it is?
Do I know it?
No.
Then how can I guess, Nick?
Well, that's because it is the anime original TV show called Zenshu.
How the fuck was I supposed to guess that?
I don't know, dog. Maybe you're tapped in. Maybe you watched my video explaining the things you need to watch for or wait for in winter 2025.
Before I forget, have you heard of the new anime coming out, I think by the creator of Beastars, about Santa Claus?
No.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Keep going.
Is he a bear?
It's like pretty intense looking.
Okay.
No, he's like a human. I get what you mean.
That's wild. The Beastars creator making anything that's not slightly furry adjacent is crazy to me. So this is a anime that's coming out. It's called Zenshu. And it's about, I'll read you the synopsis here. I think it's going to be very interesting, but only because it reminds me of Oshinoko, which you very historically despise.
I don't despise it. I got bored.
Okay. Which means
I'm
you despise
neutral.
it.
That's not what that means.
It means you hate it and everybody who watches it.
Yeah, this is the internet.
So
By the way, the Santa thing is from Dandadan Studio. The people who made Dandadan, are going to make the Santa Claus mystery series.
Is that going to be this season?
Waiting. Go on.
I feel like if it doesn't come out this season, what are you doing? Like if it's like, you're going to release that in the summer, the Santa Claus, the anime. All right, the synopsis here. After graduating from high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes, and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy movie themed around first love. However, having never been in love herself, Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create the storyboard, causing the movie production to come to a standstill. This is the only anime Mappa is working on this whole season. I think it's going to be sick.
People have been talking about this for a while, and the irony of Mappa making an anime about
being gridlocked as a creator. Yes, absolutely. And one of my favorite things about Oshinoko is the adaptive. Jesus Christ.
That's Santa.
He looks like the main character from Undead Unluck, the main character from Undead Unluck.
He looks like Panda from. So these are like the manga volumes. Mm-hmm. At least half of them still look like animals.
Yeah. Oh.
What an art style. What a unique art style, right?
I kind of hate it.
It's the Beastars manga.
It's just kind of like low res. I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of a manga. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Tim Burton.
Yeah. Everyone, all the skinny people are spindly.
Yeah.
And all the big dudes are big. But it's called Sanda, and it's about Santa Claus.
That
it's a mystery.
is crazy. When does it come out?
There's just a release window of this year.
Gotcha.
So
anyways, Zenshu, yes, is the only anime that Mappa's going to be working on this season, and it's about. I just like love getting like little looks into like the behind the scenes of like the manga and anime world.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's one of my favorite things about Oshinoko is that like Oshinoko is like, hey, here's what being an idol feels like. Here's what being a child star feels like. Here's what's working in a theater feels like. It's such good perspective into the creative process in a different part of the world, and I really love that. And I think that's kind of gonna be what this is. And like, yes, is it ironic that Mappa is writing a story about fucking workers being overworked? Absolutely. But at the same time, if anybody's gonna be able to tell that story, it's fucking Mappa, right? Like that is the group of people to tell that story.
I love the idea of Mappa being like, man, this JJK was like forced and rushed story is really picking up steam. Maybe we can make some money off of that.
Yeah,
you know,
like literally exact. Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Right?
You're absolutely right.
It's
That's
like
what it is.
evil that they're making this. They're like, man, maybe we could capitalize on all this buzz.
I didn't even consider the fact that JJK's ending was like horrendously rushed because the mangaka got bullied into finishing it and also bullied into changing.
Oh, I meant season 2 of the anime.
Season 2 of the anime looks fucking fantastic.
It looked great, but it was rushed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Hey, you want to know where I'm getting that info from? The fucking tweets of the people who made it.
The tweets of the animators who are like, yeah, this is
objectively rushed. You're turning into one of those people now who are at our throats being like, actually, it's not rushed. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, people are literally tweeting saying it's
tweets.
Not fucking finished.
People were like, yeah, I was like, hey, we like that's 70%, like that's 70% of what we wanted to give you. And it was like, my God, I can only imagine what 100% would look like. You added fucking 3 minutes of fight animation into there. So yeah, it's gonna be wild to watch. But our big things from the season are gonna be Soul Leveling and Sakamoto Days, which isn't a lot. I'm gonna keep.
Thank God.
I'm gonna do weekly updates on Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
Yeah.
I should have done that with Bleach this season.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Nick Corner because Nick watches things and Nick has a little light, a little smile in his heart that Danny lost years ago. You know how the Grinch, his heart got 3 times bigger? When you started like on YouTube, your heart got 3 times smaller, and you're like, I hate everything.
Where did this come from?
Listen,
you're the one who came up with the monthly, anime is bad again.
Anime it was last season, it wasn't great. If we're being real, it wasn't great.
I'm just saying, you're the heartless one.
I am objective. I listen, but you want me to sit here and be like, oh, Daima and Blue Lock. What fun! What a fucking spectacle watching experience last season was. You want me to be like,
last season was Dandadan.
Yeah, there was Dandadan.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying Diamond Blue Lock were last season.
What, like outside of Dandadan, what was good last season?
I don't even. Oh, outside of Dandadan. Yeah. Nothing. Truly nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything
Beastars.
else was a legitimate TYBW, Bleach. You weren't watching it. That was honestly better to me than Dandadan. The core 3 of TYBW was a fucking masterpiece. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the season. We have a couple of big things to watch here. I have 4 anime that I'm excited for: Soul Leveling, Apothecary Diaries, Sakamoto Days, and Dr. Stone. People are not excited about the prospects of Sakamoto Days, though.
Why?
Because the trailers don't look good. And also,
I'll advise people, anime trailers never look good. Almost never.
That's fair. I mean, it's a fair point.
It's usually like no information. You remember the Crow trailer for Infinity Castle?
That was
the Crow reveal.
Was just like the last minute of the last episode, and then a crow flying into the Infinity Castle. That was the stupidest thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah, it's usually not enough info, or like even the Dandadan trailer. I remember when we saw it, I was like, this looks fine.
They showed like the Turbo Granny. They showed like a little bit of episode 1. Yeah. They showed like the Serpians. See, there wasn't that much going on.
But it looked like fine. I was like, the animation style is not anything crazy. And then it turned out to be like an absolutely gorgeous anime.
That's true. They really didn't showcase how good the animation was in the trailers. But there is kind of a somewhat valid concern to be worried about how good Sakamoto Days is going to be, because The people who are animating Sakamoto Days is a company called TSM Entertainment. And guess who also does Dr. Stone, which is coming out in the same season? TSM Entertainment. So they're dropping 2 very big projects simultaneously. So people are afraid that they're splitting their efforts into these 2 projects.
And Dr. Stone's not like anything great looking.
Dr. Stone is fine.
Yeah,
looking.
it's fine.
Dr. Stone to me is one of the most perplexing anime in existence.
Why?
Because find me somebody who's like, I'm the A1 Dr. Stone.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Dr. Stone to me is kind of like, Dr. Stone to me is like a cheeseburger with nothing on top, which is actually how you like cheeseburgers because you're fucking insane. But like Dr. Stone is it's like a warm blanket that's not quite long enough. You know, you're like, this is like your toes are sticking out, but like the rest of you is warm. Yeah. And you're like, oh, this is cool. I'm fine with this, but it could be better. Yeah. And that's how everyone feels about Dr. Stone.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen it. I've seen like clips and it looks like an anime from like a 4Kids anime from 2010, 2012.
It's fun. Like, it's just objectively fun.
I've never seen like a sick ass edit from Dr. Stone.
There's not really anything you would edit. Like, there's like some cool fights, but like the end of the day, it's just a fun story. Like, it is just like, it's like a comfort story because you're never going to be blown away by it, but you're also never going to be disappointed by it.
Yeah.
That's what's so interesting. But anyways, we have a lot to catch up on here. Did you watch Secret Level?
No, not yet.
You didn't watch Secret Level.
We have too much to talk about.
I watched Secret Level. I'm going to quickly go through it.
Okay.
I need fucking 17 episodes of the Warhammer universe animated.
I heard that's the best one.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Oh, it's so good.
Warhammer's popping off right now, and I'm hyped about it.
It's so cool.
So I just bought an army, as you know.
Yeah, a used army.
You got a painted one. Mm-hmm. Anyway, go on.
And so it's just like, it's Titus and like the dude who raised Titus on this mission. And they're like, they have to like cut down this like primordial god thing, and they bring this tech mechanist like in this giant casket.
Yeah, Warhammer shit.
And it's just so fucking gorgeously animated and choreographed, and they're just fucking mincing people, dog. Oh, it was so dope. I was screaming to the Emperor the entire time. And so everyone who's watching that like episode of Secret Level, they're like, don't give me a live action movie, give me 17 episodes of this, because the live action will never be able to like truly encapsulate just how fast an ultramarine is moving, right?
Yeah, they're like proportionally ridiculous, but also need to be moving like superhumanly fast.
They're like moving.
It'll look ridiculous.
It's like Armored Core.
Yeah,
like Armored Core. Those cores are flying around at the sound of speed, like the sound of speed, but you don't know that because they have to slow it down for you in the game so you can like see what the fuck is going on. The King of Rules one was fine. There was a Concord one.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I was like, this show lasted longer than the game.
Yeah, this dead game. I hear the Warhammer one's like legitimately the only one worth watching.
No, there's an Armor Core one, which has Keanu Reeves in it, which is really cool.
Oh, sick.
It's like CGI Keanu Reeves, and it's not as good as the Warhammer one, but it's like Armor Core. So it's like a bunch of mechs just like piecing each other. And it has, can I spoil it for you? One of the best kills I've ever seen in my entire life. There's like, it's like at the end of the episode, it's like revealed that like Keanu Reeves is this augmented dude who's got like an AI chip implanted in his brain, right? And it's like revealed that there's like a couple like other people like him have been made, and so like he beats them all into combat, like they're all trying to kill him, and the front of the armor core gets like busted open, and you can see the person, and he's like, brother. And like the AI in his brain is being like, they're like you. And you can see Keanu Reeves reaching his mech, like his hand out to him. And then he just like, you see the guy's hand start getting pushed. And then it just like, you just see slowly but surely Keanu Reeves pops the dude's fucking skull with the index finger of his mech. It was one of my favorite kills of the year. It was sick as hell.
That is sick.
But yeah, there was fine ones.
How's the Pac-Man one?
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like actually,
I heard it's weird as hell.
One of my favorite ones was the Pac-Man one, and then there was the Zan one.
I don't know
like
what
Zan
is.
Advanced Combat or something. It's like some arena shooter or something where you're a robot versus humans, something like that, which was also really good. But yeah, like out of all of them, like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like it was like
that's how it goes with these things.
The Sifu one was so fine. The first one, the Dungeons and Dragons one, fine. The Conquered one, fine. None of them were outright bad. I think actually no, I might have skipped one. The last one had Kevin Hart and his daughter in it. It's like an amalgamation of all. And the second I see Kevin Hart nowadays, I just turn it off.
Yeah,
I literally
just sick of him.
If I see Kevin Hart or The Rock, I skip it.
Yeah. you'd hate the movie they're in together.
Which, what, fucking Central Intelligence?
Yeah, right?
The 19 movies they're in together?
Yeah.
I did watch Red 1 over the fucking holidays. It was
Nice.
horrifically bad.
Yeah.
So yes, I watched Secret Level.